Good morning to everyone. My name is Suresh, working as a lecturer at Government Polytechnic at Kozhikode. Right now we will discuss about the today topic super finishing process. So on our report, we need to go with help of what we have discussed in previous classes, previous class. Right. So once again we will refresh that first one. First one is the maintenance of grinding wheel. So what are the maintenance need for the grinding wheel while in working process, and the second one is after completion of work to dressing of work pieces. So each and everything whenever we need to remove the abrasive particles already wear out to abrasive particles whenever placing on grinding wheel we need to remove, and resharpening of grinding wheel. So these are the maintenance. So one of the diamond wheel is provided for the to resharpening purpose. Then next one is the balancing of grinding wheel. Grinding wheel must be need balancing whenever the knife type of edges will be provided, which the grinding wheel which have the shaft will be provided when to roll on the knife edged bars. So while revolving it will come back to the same position. While giving the pushing to the grinding wheel, it will come back to the same original shape. So in that time we can call it as a perfectly balanced. Otherwise, while a maximum amount of stock will be placed at some amount of area, so we can call it as unbalanced. So there is a process of. Next one is the dressing and drawing of grinding wheels. Dressing is the processing of to remove the small work pieces, already worn out work pieces can be kept on grinding wheels. While washing, the abrasive particles will not remove with help of, and sometimes cutting action will be reduced. At the time we need to go with help of grind and dressing operation, and second one is the drawing operation to revolving or tilting of grinding wheel, to avoiding that while in working process maximum some amount of errors will be raised, otherwise some scratches, otherwise some amount of difficulties will be raised while without drawing of grinding wheels. Right. Next one is the coolants. Coolants are mostly using in mostly important will play the main important key role for producing of maximum amount of for removing of already weared, already removed abrasive particles. Water will be, coolants will be used further to remove the abrasive particles from the grinding wheel. And next one is the to flush away the abrasive particles. So that is the main thing. Then next one at the same time machining of machining zone cooling purpose we are using. Then next one is the honing, and next one is the super finishing. Honing and lapping. Next one is the super finishing process. First one we will discuss about the honing process. So first one is the what is the honing? So honing is the processing of finishing of round holes by means of bonded abrasive stones called horns. So it is the process of finishing a rounded hole. So honing are using for the to finishing of rounded hole internally surface by means of bonded abrasive stones. So a stone consisting of number of it's a bonded material will be provided, and it's consisting of number of abrasive particles. We can call it as a stones. It is a internal operation and can remove the as much as the 3 mm stock. So similarly grinding operation are using further to remove the maximum amount of material, 0.5 amount of material. But honing process we can remove the maximum amount of material up to as much as 3 mm stock. So how much amount of 3 mm amount of stock will be deposited on machines, otherwise on work pieces. So to remove at a time we can with help of honing. Normally conform to less than the 0.25 mm. So normally maximally conform to less than the 0.25 mm amount of material also we can remove. It is used to next one it is used to correct the roundness and taper and tool marks and axial distortion. So honing are using for the to remove the correct of roundness. Correct of roundness means internal diameter only, not for the external. Internal diameter for correcting. At the same time taper. So while in manufacturing process the errors will be raised. So errors will be generated at some times. So we can produce with help of honing process completely a taper type of operation. While in taper, if the workpiece is some amount of area, each one diameter or some amount of area, other diameter, so will be provided some in manufacturing process. We will remove with help of in taper type of operations also we can remove. Next, tool makers and axial thrust distortion. Tool makers and axial thrust distortion. So tool makers also, tool making is the to resharpening purposes, so utilizing. Then next one, honing stones are made from common abrasive bonding, right? Next one is the honing stones. We can honing stones are made from common abrasive and bonding materials. Generally grinding wheel is we know how to manufacture, what are the abrasive particles, type of abrasive particles are using, what is the bonding material is there. So here also abrasive honing stones also same amount of material also are made. Honing stones are made from common abrasive and bonding material. Common abrasive means aluminum oxide or silicon carbide. Otherwise next one is the bonding materials. Bonding materials means while in working process, bonding process, so what will happen, bonding also same amount, will a vertified bond or silicate or shell-like or rubber, so whatever may be, different type of bonding process also using for the to manufacturing of it. So again it's impregnated with help of with sulfur and common resin or wax to improve the cutting action and tool life. While abrasive honing stones are using with the help of mixed with help of sulfur and resin or wax. These are the three materials are using for the to manufacturing. What is the need for the to mixing of these three materials means to improve the cutting action. So cutting action means to cut the easiest way. Any amount of hard material we can also remove with help of cutting action. And next one is the tool life, right? Next one is the tool life. So increasing the any workpiece, any cutting tool, we need compulsory tool life is mandatory, because of the cutting tools are most of cutting tools are maximum amount of cost. So to increase the life of tool, it will be help to the in manufacturing process to decreasing the size of the components. These are the factors to be considering while the rate of workpiece. So at the same time, then next one you can say what are the honing materials. Material, which type of materials are using for the to hone. It means honing process are generally where we are used. So on which type of material. So first one is the plastics. So plastics honing process also we can produce. Next one is the silver, right? Silver also one of the material for honing process. Next one is the aluminium, and next one cast iron, next one is the hot steel, and next one is the cemented carbide. These are the all materials. These are the all materials are using to be honed with help of honing sticks, like honing rods, honing type of processes we can produce with help of these type of materials. Then next one, honing tools. You can observe here figure, honing tools are there, right? You can check here the honing tools. Honing is nothing but one of the abrasive particles. It is integrated with help of bonding materials. And next one is these are the processes. Wow, this type of we are using, right? So these are the processes, bonding materials. Then next one, you can check here, honing procedure, how to produce the process of honing process, you can check here one by one. In manual production, the tool is rotated and workpiece is passed back and fourth over the tool, right? In manual procedure, the tool is rotated, right? Always tool will be rotated and the workpiece is passed back and fourth over the tool, right? While in process, so whenever entering into the workpiece, whenever entering into the cutting tool into the workpiece, by moving it passed continuously by placing from one way to another way. Next, in precision honing, the tool is given slow reciprocating motion and it rotates. In precision honing, precision means very cost, very rare, or any type of, so we can call it as a very precision. Whenever we need perfect sizes, at the same time whenever we need accurate size of workpieces in manufacturing process, so precision tools. At the same time, the tool is given as slow reciprocating motion as it rotates. The cutting action will be the honing tool, it will be rotates one axis with a high amount of speed. While passing into the workpiece, it is in slow in speed, right? Slow in speed. So that is the main process. Next, our coolants are essential to flush away small chips and keep the temperature uniform. While manufacturing process, while honing process, coolants are must, coolants are essential to flush away, so to remove the small amount of chips of workpieces, to keep the temperature uniform. Where we need to maintain the temperature, keep same amount of temperature, means the workpiece and cutting tool where are contacted. At the same time, here honing tool and next one is the workpiece where are contacted, always heat will be developed. So heat will be developed, at the same time some amount of flashes will be raised. So to avoiding that, coolants are essential to flush out the small amount of chips. Why? Where it is producing a small amount of chips? They are producing in very fast, right? Very fast producing at the same time while removing from the workpieces, and to keep the temperature uniform, to maintaining the with a temperature at machining zone with help of coolants to maintaining uniformly. It means as a room temperature. What is the room temperature? Generally we will discuss about that. So generally room temperature is 25 to 27 degrees. So to maintaining the 25 to 27 degrees room temperature for to remove the material and to getting the perfect finishing, to get the very fine finishing, at the same time to get the precision works. So while honing process is most important thing. Then next one is you can observe here, right here figure, there is no figure. Once you can check here, one more figure you can observe here while in working process. So this is the light. So first one, second one is there is a white pipe is provided for the pouring of coolants. Then next one is the tool is provided. So this type of tool are using for the to honing. Fine finishing we can get, it is the engine cylinder, to producing of engine cylinder, perfect diameter, right? These are the 4 cylinders are placed in one cylinder. The honing tool are placed for finishing. So with help of to getting the accuracy, with help of by observing the operator, with help of light will be provided, and white pipe is provided for the, here is the white pipe is provided for the to supplying of coolants. So to supplying of coolants to the coolants to the workpiece. So that is the main thing. Then next one, so here you can observe in each and every process, material will be removed, and at the same time flush type of coolants are using for the very pressurized coolants are using further to remove the to flush away the removed particles, abrasive particles, at the same time. Then next one is the to getting the machining zone cooling, so to maintaining the temperature at cool condition. Then next one is the lapping process. You can observe here, lapping process is an upgrounding process used to produce geometrically true surfaces. So there is a lot of differences between the honing and lapping. So lapping is an upgrounding process used to produce the geometrically true surfaces. So while in producing true surfaces means perfect vertical or horizontal surfaces, so we can go with the help of true surfaces, perfect type of same amount of heights will be produced. Then next one, metal removal in the range from 0.005 to 0.01 mm. So in honing process, as much as the 3 mm stock will be removed with help of honing stones, honing sticks. With help of in lapping process, the material will be removed in the metal will be removed in the range from 0.0005 to 0.01 mm only. So not more than the 2 mm, 0.02 mm. So it is a very less amount of material, right? It is applied to correct minor surfaces imperfections, improve the dimensional accuracy. So this amount of material will be removed with help of grinding process, in lapping process. So it is using for the to get the minor correct it is applied for the correct minor surfaces imperfection. So while in working manufacturing process, some amount of various imperfections will be erased. The chances are maximum are there. So while imperfections of surfaces we can remove with help of lapping process and improve the dimensional accuracy. While checking of process, dimensional accuracy also very important thing. For accuracy we can get with help of provide a very close fit between two surfaces, very close in lapping process. Provide very close fit means both are contacted each and over by one by one at the same time to getting the closed surfaces, right? That is the main thing. Then you can observe here figure. So lapping process figure, what are they are doing while the workers are there. A lapping process you can check here. So lapping tool is at constant place, so it will be rotated and material will be finishing. We can get the only 0.005 to 0.01 mm amount of thick material will be removed from the work pieces. That is the main thing. You can observe here there are the rollers type of arrangement will be provided for the to removing of in lapping operation. Then next one you can observe in lapping tools. What are the lapping tools? Consisting of abrasive powders such as emery, corundum and iron oxide. These are the main lapping tools. Lapping tools are main abrasive powders such as emery, and next one is the corundum, and next one is the iron oxide. These are the 3 or 4 types of are using for the abrasive powder. They are mixed with oil or special paste with some carrier. So directly while we need to apply on workpieces to remove a small amount of material from the workpieces. So while with help of it will be always it's mixed with help of oil. Some amount of sometimes there is a avoiding of oil. Some special paste also available in market. With what is the need for means to carrying purpose. So while applying the directive, just like sand type of abrasive we can place on workpieces to remove the material. It is a complicated issue to remove with help of sand type of powder type of arrangement. But whenever we need to remove the material from the workpiece, and next one some amount with some carrier also important. Carrier means to transforming as a paste state to next material will be removed in the form of small amount of chips formation. So this way this is abrasive particles are mixed with help of paste and otherwise oil. They both are mixed and just then applying on workpieces. While rotating of workpieces, material will be removed very fine. So here we are removing the only less amount of material like just 0.005 to 0.01 mm amount of thick material will be removed with help of only lapping operation. So that is the main thing, right? Next one, the lapping shoes called are laps. So lapping shoes we can call it as a laps are formed. These laps are charged with abrasive particles. These laps are charged with abrasive particles, right? These are the laps are used for charge as the abrasive particles. Abrasive particles also, abrasive particles are the playing main key role for the in lapping process. So that is the main thing. Right, you can use lapping tools. Which type of tools we lapping? Laps are made of soft cast iron, or brass, or copper, or lead, or soft material. Lapping tools are produced with help of laps are made with cast iron. They are operated with hand or are machine. So both are using for the while in working process. So next one is the you can observe here figures are there. After lapping operation, the workpiece will be get the more amount of shining. At the same time, we can getting the very fine finishing, very fine surface finishing. We can get and decorative looking, very smooth surfaces. These are the factors after completion of lapping process. So to remain on pistons are we are using while we are watching pistons are there, while carbon deposits also formed on pistons whenever we need to remove with help of lapping operations only. Then next one is the what are the differences between the lapping and honing process, right? What is the main differences between the lapping and honing process? Once we can check here one by one. First one is the uses in lapping process uses either loose or bonded abrasives for finishing. While in lapping process compulsory we need abrasive particles loose or it is mixed with help of kerosene or in medium of paint also using for the utilizing to get the perfect sizes. Then next one here uses of only bonded abrasive for finishing, uses for only for bonded abrasive for finishing also we can get with help of only honing tool. So it is already bonded, so there is no loose amount of abrasive particles are not there. And then next one the abrasive stones, honing stones also provided. Next one produce flat and smooth. So to producing of flat and smooth surfaces produced with help of smooth surfaces we can get with help of lapping operation, only flat and smooth. So only honing is intended for the sizing and finishing the holes only, where the always whenever we need round circle object we need to finish, so always we can go with the help of honing process only internal surface finishing only, right? Slow removal rate in lapping process because of the material removal rate is 0.005 to 0.01 mm. Otherwise honing process, so we are using the slow removal process, stock removal process. Stock removal means it produces it removes the maximum amount of material. So maximum means we can observe here up to as much as the 3 mm stock of material will be removed from the work pieces, right? Next one is the super finishing process. After completion of lapping, and next one is the honing process, we can go with next one is the super finishing. After completion of lapping, after completion of honing processes, we are going with help of super finishing. A special technique for you can observe here super finishing is a special technique for producing of quality surfaces, finishing by abrasive stock. So it is also abrasive stock are using for special technique for producing fine quality. Quality will be very process. The tool as acting as abrasive stock, right? Abrasive stick are using as a tool to reciprocate in short strokes. Short stroke means less amount of sizes of across the surface of the rotating workpiece, while entering into the workpiece, then sending into the total entire of workpieces. Then next a mixture of kerosene and oil is used as a cutting fluid. Here super finishing process as a mixture of kerosene and oil as using as a cutting fluid. Cutting fluid is the main function for the cutting fluid to flush away the abrasive particles after completion, at the same time to cooling the to cool the machining zone. Next parts made from cast iron, steel, non-ferrous metals can be successfully super finished. While with help of in super finishing process, these are the mainly for finishing. You can observe here one more figure is there. These are the parts are made from cast iron, steel and non-ferrous metals can be successfully super finished. Then next one you can observe here one more figure is there. You can check here. So it is a workpiece and reciprocating motion to the workpiece, it will be rotated. And next one is the cutting abrasive block is provided. Principle of super finishing means the abrasive part abrasive block will be placing on workpieces by revolving of workpiece continuously, right? Continuously. Then next one material will be removed in the form of chips. You can observe here the workpiece always the reciprocating motion of abrasive block is provided. It will be placed on workpiece. Then workpiece will be rotated for its own axis with an amount of high speed. Right, material will be removed in the form of chips formation, and these type of workpieces also we can get with help of super fine finishing with help of abrasive blocks. Then next one you can observe one more figure also there. It's a consisting of a round circular object. To rotating table will be provided. Table will be rotated, and then next one ring will be provided. Abrasive cup is provided, and upper spindle also provided. And next one workpiece is a small amount of workpiece. The direction of tool direction will be in vertical direction. So it is in vertical direction. So that is the main thing. So while we are observing, you can check here. To finishing of a super finishing process. Again, one more. This is the super finishing of flat surfaces. In previous, what are super finishing of flat surfaces? In previous, super finishing of round circular objects. Right now, one more figure also you can observe here. Cylindrical type of surface components we can produce. You can check here the motion of reciprocating motion of oscillation of grinding wheel, otherwise abrasive particle, abrasive tool is provided, rotation of workpiece, and next one is the stone will be provided in the direction in oscillation direction. It means from left to right, right to left. These are the main directions for to revolving. So each and everything. Then next one coming to the and one more figure, super finishing of a shaft you can observe here. So almost you can observe here each and every workpiece also we can super finish it with help of these type of process which we are using. So each and everything will be the super finishing. Then you can observe here shaft type of arrangements. You can observe here if it is a one of the shaft, in both sides we are placing the abrasive stocks, and it will be rotated its own axis some amount of speed, and continuously finally we can get with help of very super finishing process. Right, these are the your topic. Once again we can check here in last topic summary. What is the summary is there? You can honing or lapping. What will honing is the processing of to produce. It is also one of the grinding process for producing of only internal cylindrical process we can produce, and lapping process we can produce the flat surfaces also we can produce. Next one is the super finishing. Super finishing also we can get with the help of abrasive stock of material. It's a mixing with help of oil or kerosene, or mixed with help of to remain. Only fine finishing, very smooth surfaces we can get. And next one we can get the workpiece can get the very decorative look, very smooth surfaces we can get. Again we have a small quiz is there. Once you can check one by one what is the answer. So first one is the process which is used to produce flat surfaces and smooth surfaces. What is the method? First one is the lapping operation. Because of honing operation we can get only round circle objects, we can get only internal cylindrical type of guy. Then next one is the one more question is there. The cutting fluids used in surface finishing process is which type of process smooth surfaces we can get in honing process. Next to the cutting fluid as using kerosene plus oil. These are the materials in super finishing process. And then next one more question is there. Once you can check here, fine quality surface finishing produced in which type of process? Fine quality of finish means with help of super finishing process only, right? With help of. Then next one, what are the questions will be arise these type of topics. What is the differences between the lapping, and next one is the honing. So lapping process for producing of internal surfaces. Honing is using for the to producing of round circle objects in internal process. Then next, what is meant by honing lapping process? to producing a flat surfaces. These are the different type of. Then next one, what is meant by super finishing? After honing, after lapping process, whenever we need to remove the again less amount of material, we can get with the help of super finishing. Here also using an abrasive stock of bar will be used, and the stock is a minimum as a cutting fluid, acting as a cutting fluid as a kerosene plus oil are using for the to cutting purpose. These are the main functions, main principles and main description of
honing. In this video, we are going to see about honing. What is honing? Honing is a grinding or abrading process. In it, a very little material is removed. This process is used primarily to remove the grinding or tool marks left on the surface by previous operations. Let us see the simple operation of honing process. The cutting action is obtained from abrasive sticks, that is, aluminum oxide or silicon carbide, mounted in a mandrel or fixture. A floating action between the work and the tool prevails so that any pressure exerted on the tool is exerted and transmitted equally on all sides. Coolants are essential to the operation of this process to flush away small chips and keep temperatures uniform. The honing tool is given a slow reciprocating motion as it rotates, having resultant honing speeds from 15 to 60 mpm. This action results in rapid removal of stock and at the same time the generation of a straight and round surface. Most honing is done on internal surfaces or holes such as automobile cylinders. Honing tool. Let us see the 3D model of the honing tool. This horn has dozens of abrasive strips which move inward and outward for controlling deep of cut. Horizontal honing. Let us see the 3D model of the horizontal honing tool. Horizontal honing machines often used for finishing internal bores of long shafts, gun barrels, etc. Vertical honing. Let us see the exploded view of the vertical honing tool. Vertical honing machines often used for finishing holes of small in length and large in diameter. The movement of the abrasive with respect to the workpiece bore generates a helical pattern with a characteristic cross-hatch angle determined by the relative spindle and stroke speeds used. Lapping. Let us see an example for lapping operation. Lapping is a surface finishing operation. It consists of abrasive table, workpiece, abrasive wheel, lapping tool. The lapping process uses the abrasive tool and dry polish wheel or abrasive particles and vibrates with workpiece between the lapping tool. Lapping gives high degree of surface finishing. Super finishing. Let us see an example for super finishing operation. Abrasive belt, rollers, belt guider and workpiece. In super finishing operation, a belt coated with abrasive materials runs over the surface of the workpiece to remove materials for producing smooth surfaces.